everyone, and welcome to my channel Zen Within Me. Okay, today is going to be an unboxing of another Oracle deck that I got. I just did three, Disney Villains, Tarot, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Supernatural. So if you're interested in seeing the unboxing of those, just go and check my videos and you can see. I also have a playlist for stuff like that, so check out my playlists as well, so you don't have to go weeding through readings. So this unboxing is for the Blind Spot Oracle cards by Teal Swan. Now this is also a 78 card deck and guidebook. Now I don't know if you are familiar with Teal Swan. I stumbled upon her YouTube channel, so I highly recommend you go and you check her out. She's amazing. A couple of years ago, and she's just so informative and out the box with her knowledge. It's just really on another level of spirituality and explaining things that you don't hear everybody else explaining. It's really too much to mention. I just highly recommend just checking out her channel, Teal Swan. I don't know her. I'm not getting any promo or anything like that. I just believe in promoting good people and people that are trying to help other people. So Teal Swan, peace and love, baby. If you happen to see this, let's help people learn as much as they can and grow as much as they can spiritually, because that's what it's all about, being awake, right? All right, so let's go through her Oracle deck. Now I got this, like I said, for Christmas. I had it on my wish list and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so here's the book. Now she calls her cards like sigils. I'm not going to get too much into it. Just look it up and read the description. She may even have her own video on her YouTube channel about it, so you might want to go and check that out as well. I'm not sure. Honestly, I haven't checked. But yeah, it's got all kinds of information, and some of these, like, she really goes into detail. Like here, 21, it just almost 2 pages of description, to really help you. And I love how she explains things, because it's not like it's layman's terms, but it's also intellectual, So there is not a pull tab here, but it does have like the little thing here, so you can just pull them right out. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every single card, but I am going to go through some of them, and then I'll give them a shuffle so you can see. So she calls these, like I said, sigil cards, and each one means a different thing. So basically the blind spot is, what is your blind spot? Okay, what is your blind spot in love, in work, within yourself? You're fearing something, like what is it that you need to focus on? This is perfect if you feel blocked with something, or for those of you that, I feel like I'm cursed, and it's like, you're not cursed. It's just, it could be something that you're doing to yourself mentally. Okay, there's something that you need to let go, but you may have blocked it out. You may not realize what it is. Sometimes the obvious is right in our face and we don't get it, and so with these cards, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, I have to say. I did a reading for myself with these cards, and the response that I got was so accurate and on point. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That's right. Absolutely. I agree with that 1000%. It's correct. That is something I need to work on. I can see, where they're saying this. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, so here, let's pull, here. I'm just gonna, well, I said I was gonna shuffle them for you, so hang on, let me shuffle them. All right. Yeah, these are a little hard for me because I have little hands. Okay, but the card stock, let me show you that, is actually really good. See, this doesn't really bend. Like, it goes back to form. These are more like my Oracle cards, which I like. If you're looking for other Oracle cards, I have mine, Initials, Traits, and Features Oracle cards. You can purchase them at zenwithinme.com or my Etsy shop, Zen Within Me. They're more expensive at my Etsy shop because Etsy charges more fees, where with my own website, I'm only paying a flat fee, so I can afford to have them cheaper. In case you go and check both and you're like, hey, why? That's why, because Etsy is a pig. Okay, so cardstock is good. All right, so let's see now. I'm just going to give these a shuffle this way. And let's see. What is the message that needs to be bestowed for someone watching now? We're going to play with these real quick so you can get an idea. Okay, so what is the message for somebody watching here? Oh, that was like a short shuffle. Okay, what is the message for somebody watching here? Okay. Okay, so card number 4. Okay, so now let's go to the book and see. Number 4. What does number 4 say? Okay, let me show you real quick before I get into that. It says, what are you not seeing? About the blind spot. A blind spot. What are you not seeing? A blind spot is an area where a person's view is obstructed. We have these blind spots not only in our vision but also in our awareness, which vision is only one small part of. We cannot perceive what is in that blind spot. Not being aware of something on the path of our life is just as dangerous as not seeing something that is in our blind spot when we are driving a car on the motorway. The contents that lay hidden in our blind spots could be many different things. They could be things we don't perceive about others or ourselves. For example, they could be motives, fears, desires, needs, truths, reasons, habits, patterns, and the list goes on. Okay, so about the images. The artwork on these cards was originally painted by hand directly on paper by Teal Swan and painted while in deep trance states. Each card acts as a birth for a specific sigil. A sigil is an inscribed or painted symbol or seal, but the difference between a symbol and a sigil is that unlike a symbol, a sigil is not representing anything. Instead, the sigil itself is like a body for a specific essence, entity, or spirit. This is why a sigil is considered to have magical powers. For example, you could use a symbol to represent a specific archangel, but a sigil would act as a physical manifestation of that archangel. It would act as a portal to enable that entity or spirit to enter the realm of the physical. Therefore, the sigil is considered to be a living entity in and of itself. This is what makes them so incredibly powerful. Okay, so before you begin, how to use the blind spot oracle cards. Now here, this is what it says. Applications for the blind spot oracle cards. So to see what you don't see about a person in your life, a job, a relationship, your true desires, your true needs, your true motives, someone else's motives, needs, or desires, an addiction, a habit, your character or personality, your future, your past, your present circumstances, finances, your purpose, your reasons for doing something, someone else's reasons for doing something, what you should do, what someone else should do, a health condition, a decision you are facing, your current perspective, someone else's current perspective, the collective unconscious, potential outcomes, hiring or firing someone, things to look out for and beware of, things that need to change in order to achieve success, what is preventing a goal from manifesting, why you are stuck. Okay, so we're going to go here with card 4 for whoever is watching this, that this needs to come out. Okay, so card 4 is your motives. If you have drawn the sigil, you are not aware of your true motives in the situation at hand. In order to avoid the consequences of this blind spot, you are going to have to be brutally honest with yourself about your actual intentions, motives, and desires. You are going to have to do this even if it makes you feel as though you may be a bad person. As people, life is torture for us to live if we have a poor self-concept. We have to see ourselves as good, but this means that for the sake of seeing ourselves a certain way and being seen a certain way, we are perfectly capable of even fooling ourselves about the truth of our actual motives, intentions, and desires. For example, we might gossip and plot against someone simply because we are so envious or jealous of them. We might tell ourselves that we are marrying for love, when in fact we are marrying a person simply because of status or security. We may say yes to something we don't want to, but act as if we do want to do it, so that we can get whatever reward we are after. We do this anytime we have means to an end attitude. We may be acting two-faced, which is always an indication that our true motive is being hidden. We may pay the bill simply because we want to force people at the table to be indebted to staying allied with us. as is so often the case when someone does something to displease us, and we say, after everything I have done for you, the problem isn't the motive itself. The problem is we are fooling ourselves about it and fooling others about it. This makes it deceit. If we want to transcend this blind spot, we must be willing to feel shame. We must be willing to really admit to ourselves what our actual motives, intentions, and desires are, even if doing so makes us see ourselves as bad or wrong. Otherwise, we are leading ourselves and others straight down the path of suffering. So for those of you that you needed to know this, that's your blind spot. That's what's happening here. That's the problem. And that's what you need to work on in order to resolve whatever issues you're dealing with so that you can positively move forward in your life. I love these cards. And it's like self-help as well. You know, you can use it for other things, but I really like when you're able to find a really good deck and it's like a self-help deck that can really make you sit there and think and go, okay, yeah, you're right. All right, I'm going to do this. And then you feel confident to let me work on this. Let me do this because it's going to benefit me. I am going to grow in many ways. And that's the point. We're forever learning. We're forever growing. And that's a good thing. All right. So check out Teal Swan on YouTube, like I said, and check out these Oracle cards. I believe they are sold at Amazon. I had them on my Amazon wish list. See if they have them at magic.com as well. I have the link down below in my description box. I'm part of the affiliate program, so you get like a little discount. I think it's like 5% off or something like that. I'm not sure what they're doing for the holidays now. But go and put the code in, check that out, see what happens. Yeah, we have to stop, as a collective, we have to stop promoting the conglomerates as far as corporations go that really don't care about us. It's convenient for us to shop at these places, you know, and I understand that. But we really have to try and like lessen as much as we can and find elsewhere to purchase, you know, whatever items we can. We can do what we can as much as we can, you know, and that's all that we can do. To just give the people a better control of, you know, what's going on again. We've lost control to convenience and now we're all suffering for it. So we have to just, you know, fight a little harder to get that back by doing what we can do. And what we can do is put our foot down and control where we make our purchases, who we buy them from, you know, and stuff like that. So every single one of us just doing that in our lives will make a difference. Okay. All right. So peace and love, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next reading.